This is MCFL coming to you live from Hartford. Hey now, yeah. Hey now.
One shot. It's a family affair.
Live on tape from MCFL TV studios in South Windsor, Connecticut. It's Around the MCFL with your hosts, James Mullen and Reed McCary.
Hey now! Alright, I'd like to welcome everybody to the show this week. Thanks for joining us. But first, this week's special shout out goes to Ian McCary, James Mullen, and myself, Reed McCary, for all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears that go into this show. We couldn't do it without us.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen. Well, I just want to let everyone know that MCFL TV is still waiting on submissions for our logo this year. So I guess our family is not really as artistic and creative as I once thought.
Maybe they're just not punctual.
Oh, okay.
But the season is heating up, and with bye weeks finally here, it seems like it's going to get a whole lot hotter.
Yeah, and I just want to let everyone know that MCFL has a history of banning managers from the league for failure to set their lineups on a weekly basis, so keep an eye out for that. We also have a wait list going right now, so a little bit of added pressure.
Set your lineup, Genie.
Well, let's get right into it with the Miles Conference. This last week, Daddy's Girl beat Amica 88.88 to 70.34, mostly because of the San Diego connection with Phillip Rivers and Vincent Jackson. Dehydration proved to be the number one excuse for Cherie as they continue to lose games at 0-4 this year. Let's get these people some water.
It's a lot of eights in that score right there.
It certainly is. The Kingston Dolphins put up this week's high with 151 points as they destroyed the paltry Tsunamis with their 96. Let's just say everyone on Ian and Doyle's team was fantastic. Calvin Johnson, Mike Vick, and LeGarrette Blunt especially. We actually have some footage of the team warming up this past week.
Really? I'd like to see that.
Yeah, a little bit of their training footage. So let's cut to that.
All right, and the Maine Tides fell, as in the day at Midian, to the Rough Riders, 135 to 89. Aaron Rodgers must have himself on his own fantasy football team, as he racked up a season-high 46 points. I'm sure you John Kuhn owners, whoever you are, aren't appreciating these one-yard touchdown runs. Both teams stand at 2-2. The Little Indians denied JoJo a 4-0 start, as the Ravens D came up big with 32 points on Sunday night. Add in Matt Forte's 29 points, and it's a recipe for a fantasy victory for the Big Joe.
Yep. I thought JoJo had this one in the bag for sure.
As did I.
But, just goes to show anything can happen in the MCFL.
It's exciting stuff.
Well, finally, this week's Nail Biter saw Reynolds Wrap eke out a 94.13 to 92.16 victory. It's easy to play Wednesday night quarterback here at MCFL TV, but Akshara has to be livid with the performance of Torrey Smith.
Torrey Smith who? He did have that big one game, but leaving Des Bryant, that's gotta hurt. A lot of talent on the bench, but it's doing you no good there. And with that, we're going to take a look at the Miles Conference standings. Up top, the Dolphins' second straight biggest blowout victory leads them to the top. Meanwhile, there's a logjam of talented 2-2 teams who are setting their sights on the top. Amica has lost their fourth straight to open the season, and it looks like there's no end in sight down there.
Well, it's a thrill to welcome back to the program Michael Jackson. Welcome, Michael. You were 3-1 last week. Did a great job. Definitely much better than the Governor.
Good. That's good.
Absolutely. Rough Riders looked strong last week, and they face the Ramacorns this week, and I think they'll have another win. Rough Riders all the way?
That's what I see.
In our next matchup, we have a couple of 2-2 teams with Reynolds Wrap and the Tsunamis. It looks like it's going to be a close one, but with Arian Foster back, I think the former champs are ready for another run at that trophy.
You'd be amazed how often I hear that. None of it's true, it's BS.
All right, well, first of all, I just want to say I disagree with you on that there, Michael, but moving on. Battle of 0 and 4 teams. We all want to know who's going to win this week's toilet bowl.
It stunk so bad. There was doo-doo and feces thrown all over the walls.
It does, but Scoot is due for that win, right?
I'm not afraid to say it. Yes.
All right, now on the other side of the standings, got 4-0 WRZ, 4-0 Capital Reformers. Something's got to give, and the Reformers, they need help.
I've helped many children. Thousands of children.
All right, I'm not sure what that has to do with fantasy football, and I'm going to pretend I didn't really hear that, but back to business. WRZ here?
It could be.
All right, so those are the picks for the week.
Can I stay with you tonight?
No, Michael, you already asked me that before the show. The answer is still no.
Can I stay with you tonight?
Me? Michael, no. I'm going to echo my co-anchor's sentiments. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, what's wrong with sharing your bed?
I thought the sexual harassment was bad when Arnold was here.
It's just getting worse.
I can't sleep at night.
Oh my God.
Get out of here. So that's all the time we have for Michael this week. This week's Celebrity Pick'em, presented by Spam. When you think spam, don't think credit cards or child porn links that get sent to your inbox. Think spiced ham, Hormel's #1 selling food for over 50 years. All right. Man, that guy, Michael, I mean, he's weird, but he's inspirational. But he just gets me. Wow. But moving on, let's get right into the Mullen Conference action for the week. So first up, we got Scoot and the Maytals versus the Bastards. Now, with an early breakout performance from Des Bryant, you looked poised for your first win there. That is until the Detroit defense returned 2 touchdowns, and Turner followed suit with 2 scores to help the Bastards to a 122-108 victory. Cartman's Apocalypto defeated Theme from the Bottom 88-84, getting almost half their points from the Baltimore Ravens defense. Devery Henderson, 0 points, proved costly for Billy.
Yeah, absolutely. GM Jason Mullen will have his cake and eat it too, as Mike Vick bounced back in a fine fantasy performance, putting up 30 points to help lead WRZ to a 149-84 victory over the red-hot Mustangs. You know, the Ripazippa scored double-digit points with almost everyone in their lineup, with the exception of Andre Johnson, who injured his hamstring early in the game. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Could be costly for WRZ.
Definitely, but at this time, it looks like let's just get WRZ and the Dolphins out in the field already. Come on.
I mean, they are looking strong. Next, Peasy wins a close one over the Granby Goats, 129-126, despite a huge game out of Aaron Rodgers and Matt Forte.
Unbelievable.
Coach Peasy's lineup looked really good from top to bottom. Cam Newton leading the way with 32 points. Can't ask for much more.
No, you can't. But all right, and finally, the Capital Reformers continue their winning ways versus Kong, as Megatron's 2-touchdown performance secured a victory, 100-93. Even from the Mediterranean, Alex's team gets the job done. Sorry, Biff, another tough loss for you.
Yeah. So in the Mullen Conference this week, the standings a little bit similar to last week. Still got WRZ and Capital Reformers undefeated at the top of the league. Interestingly enough, though, we have 3 0-4 teams in the Mullen Conference. So a lot of disparity between the top and bottom of the league. A lot of things could happen.
All right, and with that, let's just get straight to this week's Hormel Power Rankings. At number 5, we've got the Little Indians. Number 4, Coach Peasy. Number 3, the Capital Reformers. At number 2, the Kingston Dolphins. And at number 1, again, WRZ. So those are the Hormel Power Rankings for this week, and as always, we'd like to give our gracious sponsor some airtime.
Hi, I'm Jean Mullen, founder of the Mullen Clan and MCFL Chili Cook-Off Champion. Over the last year, I've been asked many times what my secret to success is. Hormel Chili, the chili of champions. Hey now!
Well, that's all for Around the MCFL this week.
And we all look forward to you watching us every single week the rest of the season, no matter how shitty the show is. And just don't forget, we can see on YouTube which states are watching us. So Texas, I want to see a couple more views coming from you.
Yeah, I mean, we have views from Pakistan and Georgia. So that's Georgia the country.
Unbelievable. All right, so that's all we got. Hey,
Hey,
Now.
now.
Hey now.